Hi guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be learning about merit goods and why are merit goods underconsumed and underprovided in a free market. Because you're often tested in your paper 2 essay questions that why are merit goods underconsumed. So this is an important part of your syllabus. Now guys, merit goods basically, we need to learn what merit goods are first. So merit goods basically are those goods and services that a government believes will be underconsumed if left to the free market. And that is why it also necessitates governments to intervene and provide those merit goods or do something about merit goods that encourages their consumption and even production, right? Such as subsidies or something. But merit goods, ideally, they create benefits not only for individuals but also for society. Uh, and private consumers, they do not fully appreciate this. Firstly, they don't really factor in and appreciate the private benefits merit goods could have on their own consumption. Plus, neither they internalize or factor in the consumption benefits that could have on third parties if they consume them, right? For instance, so that's why we say that consumers do not fully appreciate the overall benefits. Now, for example, good examples or textbook examples could be education, vaccinations, basic healthcare, healthy food, healthy drinks, exercise programs, you know, like even libraries, so stuff like that. So basically, merit goods, guys, are goods that people would consume more had they been fully informed and had they acted rationally. And you learn in the video that there's information failure, and also consumers are irrational as well. So they don't consume them even if they are fully been made aware of their benefits, right? So the market outcome is that merit goods are consumed below the socially desirable level or the socially optimum level. So there are two reasons why merit goods are underconsumed basically. The biggest reason is about that there's imperfect information or information failure. And I also explained in the last video that this means distorted information, incorrect information, misunderstood information, unavailable information, or no information at all. So this is information failure or incorrect information. The information is imperfect. So, and because of the fact the information is imperfect, consumers do not fully realize. They do not fully realize two things. Number one, and I want you to write it down as I speak. Number one, the consumers do not realize, number one, the long-term private benefits. Consumers do not realize the long-term private benefits. Neither do they realize the external benefits this could have to others, right? And as far as the long-term private benefits are concerned, because you see, what happens is that a student, let's say, right, so a student might undervalue education because they only see the classes as, let's say, boring classes, or they also see that, you know what, we are putting in so much effort but there is no immediate income to us, right? So there's no point studying. So they think in this way, that boring classes plus no immediate income. So they don't consider it, they don't consider taking education in terms of, you know, there would be higher lifetime earnings or better job opportunities, or there would be improved quality of life. Even if they do think about all this, they don't exactly know how much income they would have, or whether there's a surety about it or not, or whether actually job opportunities would exist or not, and to what extent would they exist, right? So there's no perfect information regarding this, or to what extent would there be, would their life quality and living standards would be. So they don't have the perfect information regarding this, right? So automatically the drive to sort of consume more merit goods automatically goes down, because the value placed on these merit goods is automatically less than, right? Plus, they also do not fully realize the external benefit to others. Now, you already know what external benefits are from the externalities video. For instance, let's say that when you get vaccinated, right, you, all those students who are listening to the video right now, once in any point in time, we all have been vaccinated. Let's talk about COVID vaccinations, right? So when you get vaccinated, you are protected by the private benefits that you are receiving because you get vaccinated. But you, at the same time, by getting vaccinated, you also reduce the chance of infecting others, right? So this is a positive externality associated with vaccinations, which are merit goods. But how much vaccination should you take, or how many times you should go to the doctor, how many medical checkups you should have, how much dental care you should take, or how much healthy your body should be, or your physical and mental health should be. You decide all these things based on how much to consume merit goods. You decide all these things based on your perceived benefit, not on these external benefits, right? That is, your decision making capability lies on the fact that you will only factor in your own personal benefit or your own perceived private benefits, right? That is why the demand that is registered in the market is too low as compared to what it should be. So even if I sort of try to see it on a demand and a supply diagram, if this is demand and this is market demand and this is market supply, so if P1 and Q1 is a respective price and quantity, then this is the private demand and supply. While the demand that should be for merit goods is actually this is the socially optimum demand. This is what the demand should be, or this is a real demand that should be in the market. But it's not like that, and the real quantity that should be consumed is actually Q1, but let's say only Q is being consumed. So this is underconsumption of merit goods, right, guys? Also, guys, another reason that why merit goods are underconsumed has to do with people being irrational, which means that they do not act in their own long-term best interest, which means that they are short-sighted, right? There's too much short-sightedness. They just want they only look at the immediate, benefits and reliefs against what costs they're incurring. They don't really look at in the long term what benefits they would be getting, right? So they're short-sighted, and hence they end up with irrational decision making because they are not acting in their own long-term best interest, even if we argue that we somehow make information available or accessible. So many people would, that is why, because because you see, I mean, people will be like, oh, you know what, if we go to the gym, we have a healthy diet, or we have routine checkups, it would involve cost, and the cost would be time, effort, money, and even discomfort that would be involved in going to the gym and all of that. But all of this wouldn't really result in immediate benefits. It would have long term benefits. It will take some time for these benefits to manifest, right? In terms of, but people will not look, and even some of the benefits, like let's say that if I stay healthy right now, then it means I will have less future illness when I turn when I go in my 60s and 70s. But people will not really think along those lines for the long term, right? And I say that, what, I'll have higher productivity, I'll be able to function better when I'm in my 60s and 70s, so I should be very healthy today. But people are short sighted, they wouldn't really think along those long term lines, right? So people will end up skipping these important things, and they will obviously underconsume merit goods the way they should, right? So this is another reason why merit goods are underconsumed, and you don't need to go into all these examples. Even if you write that people are irrational and do not act in their own long-term best interest, would be good enough for your exam. So that is why people would consume too little merit goods. So guys, remember that merit goods are underconsumed not because people don't have money only. I mean, that's one reason that merit goods could be expensive, so people are not consuming merit goods. But the real reason is that they misjudge their own best interest. They misjudge the social impact. They also do not factor in the external benefits associated with it, because obviously individuals are make decisions based on self-interest. That's what economics tells us, right? So the end result is that the socially optimum level of consumption and provision is much greater than what the market provision is. But market is consuming less merit goods, while the socially optimum level of consumption is quite high. And that is why merit goods are underconsumed, and this results into a welfare loss for society, right? This basically, the fact that merit goods are underconsumed results into a welfare loss. Society is deprived of these merit goods that could result in positive externalities for society and long-term best benefits for the society as a whole. So there's a welfare loss associated with underconsumption of merit goods, that society is worse off, right? So and that is why this is pure market failure, and this is also why the government needs to step in and need to cure this market failure by either providing merit goods itself or providing subsidies, so that that encourages private producers to produce more merit goods at a lower cost, and the price goes down for merit goods, so consumption goes up as well. So or maybe come up with some campaigns, or come up with regulations, like, I don't know, maybe mandatory vaccines in some countries, or something like that, or subsidize the merit goods like education, healthcare. So to cut it short, in nutshell, merit goods such as education and healthcare are underconsumed in a free market because individuals, number one, guys, either they lack the full information, right, or they are short-sighted and they do not hence internalize. Number one, they do not fully internalize the private benefits as well, and they do not at all internalize the external benefits as well. As a result, the market demand basically is below the socially optimum level of demand, and that results in a consumption of merit goods in a free market that is less than socially optimum, leading to underconsumption and a welfare loss, and hence necessitating government intervention. So that is what merit goods is for you guys, and that's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, take care.